From Golden Life Creative Vision Studios, we create wisdom through vision. Every story begins as a spark. Every spark becomes light. And through light, we create wisdom. Golden Life Creative Vision Studios.
Welcome to Golden Life Blessing Services. Experience hypno-healing for happiness. Connect with Manoj Darade. Reprogram your mind. 101 ways to create a golden life with power of NLP.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are kicking off episode 1 of a brand new series called 101 Ways to Create Golden Life with NLP. So if you're looking to finally break some of those stubborn bad habits and literally upgrade your mental software, well, you're in exactly the right place. Here is our roadmap for today's Explainer. We're going to welcome you to the Golden Life concept, decode the basics of NLP, explore your internal map, dive into the actual science of neuroplasticity, and then wrap things up with the circle of empowerment. Let's just jump right in. All right, part 1, welcome to the Golden Life. Have you ever felt just, completely stuck in a rut? Maybe battling this endless loop of negative thinking, or getting frustrated by your own self-sabotaging behaviors? Well, if so, here's why. According to Forbes, out of the 12,000 to 60,000 thoughts the average person has every single day, a staggering 80% of them are negative. 80%. These thoughts basically act as invisible chains. They shape your self-image and totally constrain your actual potential. Honestly, it's a lot like trying to drive a car on the highway with the parking brake fully engaged. But here is the absolutely empowering takeaway from our sources today. Your brain is programmable. Think of it just like a computer. If you don't like the output you're getting, you can rewrite the software. You just need the right tools to finally release that parking brake. So let's look at those tools in part 2, Decoding NLP, the basics. To reprogram the mind, we obviously need to understand its operating system. Now, Neuro-Linguistic Programming might sound super complex, but it actually breaks down into 3 highly digestible parts. Step 1 is neuro, which is just our nervous system, our mind, our body, and how we take in the world through our 5 senses. Step 2 is linguistic. This is all about language and nonverbal communication, essentially how we assign meaning to all those sensory experiences we just took in. And finally, step 3 is programming, which refers to the behavioral and emotional habits we end up creating as a result of the first 2 steps. When you put it all together, NLP is effectively the study of the structure of subjective experience. It's an exploration of what actually works in human thinking, language, and behavior, so you can consistently achieve the results you want. And I want to make one thing absolutely crystal clear right now. Using NLP does not mean you are broken or that you need fixing. No way. On the contrary, it operates on the premise that you already possess all the psychological resources you need. NLP just gives you the tools to amplify your helpful behaviors and dial down the negative ones. Which brings us to part 3, your internal map. To truly get NLP, we have to grasp this foundational concept. The map is not the territory. Basically, there is a massive difference between objective reality and our filtered perception of it. We really only perceive a tiny, tiny fraction of the world through our senses. And then that fraction is heavily filtered by our biology, our past experiences, our deep-seated beliefs, and our values. We act, we react, and we feel based entirely on this filtered perception, our internal map, rather than objective reality itself. So think about it. If your map is impoverished or just filled with limiting beliefs, your life is going to reflect that. Change the map, and you literally change your reality. Moving on to part 4, Neuroplasticity, Rewiring Your Brain. NLP perfectly leverages neuroplasticity. That's the brain's physical ability to rewire itself and form brand new neural pathways throughout your entire life. Take a technique called the Swish Pattern, for example. First, you identify an automatic negative trigger.
Then, for step 2, you use mental rehearsal, meaning you vividly picture a desired outcome, to purposefully interrupt that old unhelpful neural pathway. And step 3 anchors in a new positive response. Because the human brain actually struggles to differentiate between a real event and a vividly imagined one, repeating this mental rehearsal physically strengthens these new empowering neural connections.
And the science validating this is incredibly compelling. Research highlights that methods like the Swish Pattern, especially when paired with focused belief work, can reduce relapse rates into bad habits by a massive 83%. Just think about what that means for you for a second. You aren't just thinking positive thoughts, you are literally rebuilding the physical architecture of your brain. An 83% reduction in bad habits, that is genuinely life-changing. Let's tie this all together in part 5, the circle of empowerment. Now that you know you actually have the tools to change your mental software, we need to look at how you choose to interact with the world. We'll use a concept based on Rotter's locus of control. First, we have the circle of disempowerment. This represents individuals with a high external locus of control. These are the reactors in life. Their energy and focus are entirely consumed by external forces they have zero control over. Things like the daily news cycle, whatever celebrities are doing, the economy, or just an overarching fear of what other people think of them. They feel like life just happens to them, which leaves them passive, fatalistic, and deeply disempowered. But contrast that with the circle of empowerment. This is where proactive individuals live. They have a high internal locus of control. Now, they accept that they cannot control external events, but they absolutely dictate their own boundaries, their attitudes, what they read, what they believe, and how they respond. They're motivated, they're driven by their own vision, and they acknowledge that the choices they make lead directly to their success. NLP is exactly what gives you the tools to move yourself permanently into this empowered circle. And finally, part 6, subscribe for more Golden Life. The takeaway here is that you hold the power to be the influencer of your life, not the influenced. You absolutely do not have to be at the mercy of your automatic negative thoughts. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative question as we wrap up episode 1. Are you ready to build your golden life? Are you ready to stop reacting to the world and start proactively mastering your mental software?
If the answer is yes, then your next step is super simple. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and share this explainer with anyone else who might need to take back control of their mindset. We have exactly 100 more ways to help you create your golden life coming your way in this series, and we'll be diving much deeper into specific NLP techniques and strategies. Thank you so much for joining me on The Explainer today, and I will see you in the next one.
Rewire your brain with NLP. 101 ways to create a golden life with power of NLP.
$12,000 voices trying to drown the choice, suffocating inner voice. Driving with the handbrake, trapped in old routines. A quiet spark awakes inside to break the dark screens. I am an architect, I write the code inside. Over the territory, my perception is the guide. Swish away the darkness, anchor in the light. Rewire every pathway, taking back my sight. Neuro to linguistic, mapping out the space. Neuro to linguistic, mapping out the space. Plasticity in motion, changing up the pace. Reprogram the future, letting go of fears. Taking in a locus while the golden pathway clears. I am architect, I write the code inside. Over the territory, my perception is the guide. Step into the circle where the inner power grows. Master of my universe, where the river flows. Your mind is break before it gets too late. Master your own mindset, step into the light, build your golden life and claim your sovereign height.